5 mistakes to avoid the manager edition. Welcome to the Bold Professional channels where we share with you workplace strategies to help you succeed at work. I am Oyinko Akimade, a confidence coach and workplace strategist. Below are resources that can help you be more confident and effective in your communication and your leadership skills. So make sure you check that out. And also, please subscribe and hit the notification button so that you would know when I upload new content. Back to the main topic of this video. The 5 mistakes you should avoid as a new manager. The first mistake is communicating with the wrong voice. First of all, as a new manager, you have 2 to 3 critical stakeholders. The first being your direct reports, the people that report to you. The second being your peers and the people you report to. The third are your clients or your customers if this applies to you. And the way you communicate with them depends on the issues you're dealing with and what they want to see from you as the manager in charge. Failure to communicate with the right voice will make it look like you're not performing to the best of your ability and you're not exuding the confidence and the charisma you need to carry on with your role. What do I mean by the right voice? There are 2 broad categories of the things that they may want to hear from you. One are people-oriented concerns, and the second being your performance-oriented concerns. So the people-oriented concerns, of course, are about the people, dealing with them, collaborating, communication skills, confidence, things that relate to the people that work under you. The second will be the performance-related stuff, meaning productivity, efficiency, profits, all those things that are important for a business to be successful. So depending on what you're dealing with, you want to use the right voice. The right voice would also depend on who you're talking to. So even if you're talking about a performance-oriented issue to your direct reports, the way you express it to them will be different from how you speak to your management team about the same performance-oriented issue. So it is important that you communicate with the right voice. Basically, know the phrases to use when speaking with these people and be confident in yourself to explain these things to the group of people you are communicating with. Let's go to mistake number 2 to avoid. Avoid being a micromanager. This is especially important for you if you are a detail-oriented manager. If you're not careful, you may go overboard in how you manage the people under you. So here's what I always tell my new managers. You need to explain 4 to 5 things, or let me say 3 to 5 things to the people that work for you, and then give them the autonomy to use their skills to give you what you have asked them for. The what, the why, the how, the when, and the where. What you want them to do, why you want them to do it, how it looks like when it is completely done, when you want them to do it, and where you want them to do it if it applies. Listen, give the people the information, what you expect from them, and leave them alone to perform their work. And yes, give them a feedback if there's still some things you would like to see, but take a step back when you're managing people. Even though you're a manager, you're actually leading a group of people that have their emotions, that have their expertise, that have their skills. So learn how to give them room to be the expert that you have hired them to be and to grow under you. Mistake number 3 to avoid as a new manager. Do not be a punitive manager or a punitive leader. Another way to express or to explain a punitive leader is a leader that has certain set of rules or follows certain set of rules that should not be broken. And if they're broken, then there are consequences for it. Listen, rules are important, but rules should be applied with common sense. And as a manager, you lead people. You're also supposed to help them develop. So if there are situations that arise where a rule is broken, the first thing you want to do is to understand the situation and see the accommodations that you can give them. Be more of a leader that develops his people and has a productive team than a punitive leader. Eventually, you're going to lose people if you're punitive. Your turnover rate will be high, and that's going to cost a lot of money to always bring in a new set of people. So avoid being a punitive leader. Mistake number 4 to avoid if you're a new manager. Do not isolate yourself or do it solo. By that I mean, if you're new at managing people, reach out and connect with other people who are managers. Talk to them about how they do their job, the problems they have, the advice they have. Listen, when you talk to other managers or other people who are in leadership position, can learn from their mistakes and gain from their experiences so that you don't have to repeat everything. And it's not that you will do everything they tell you to do. You can pick what you feel would help you in your new role. Another helpful advice, if you're occupying a role that somebody else has occupied before, is to see if you can reach out to the person and just have a conversation with them. What do they think? What advice do they have for you? How are they doing things? What are the reasons for doing the things the way they do? Look, you can gain a lot by just talking to people and connecting to people who have had similar roles or occupy similar roles as yourself. The fifth mistake you want to avoid is very important that you know to avoid it, and that is being ignorant of the strategic position and direction of your organization. Listen, I know, especially if you're a new manager, that you may be focused on just, doing your role well, understanding your people, leading them well, but do not do that in a vacuum. Have an idea or as much detailed knowledge of the strategic positions and direction that your business is going, because it will help you be better at your job and develop yourself and seize opportunities that come along the way. You want to go up. Nobody wants to stay at the same level forever. The only way, quite frankly, to do that is to be aware of the direction your company is going and tailor your management and your team effort to align with those goals, so you're not operating in a vacuum, you're not operating blindly. And sometimes that may mean that you're going to advocate for things differently to your team and to your management team, and you will be able to defend that because you're coming from a place of knowledge. So don't be ignorant about those things that matter. Don't be ignorant about the business of your organization. Even if you're a technical leader, keep in mind what matters to the organization so that it will help shape your direction and your decision making and your communication, both to the team that you lead and to the management team that you report to. Here you go. Those are the 5 mistakes that I want to share with you for a new manager, or if you're aspiring to be a new manager. So let me know in the comment below. Is there any other mistake you want a new manager to avoid? Put that in the comment below and we'll read it and learn from it. So I'll see you in my next video. Stay blessed.